Greetings everyone, this is Cajun from Cajun Gaming. Wanted to share with you a new video that I wanted to make about a new game that just recently came out here within the last couple of weeks. The game is called Maelstrom. The word maelstrom refers to a giant whirlpool. You might have saw one if you watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The second or third one had this giant whirlpool that the ships were fighting around. So anyway, that's what this game is named after, and it's going to be a part of the map that you play on. There's a giant whirlpool in the middle of this map, and so you're going to have to navigate that eventually. But Maelstrom is a player versus player game. You play with fight against each other using ships. These are older style ships with cannons and grappling hooks and that type of stuff, but you compete against each other. There are usually 15 players that are a part of each game, and you compete against each other, and of course you're trying to be the last surviving player on the map. There are three classes of races that you can choose from for the game. There are humans, there are dwarves, and then there are orcs, and each of them have unique ships. Some you know Some go with speed, others go with armor and that type of thing. So each group has its unique strengths and weaknesses, and so it gives you a little flexibility in the game what you want to do. And within each group that you have to choose from, they have different vessels, again with different strengths and weaknesses. But again, that's where you begin with the game, choosing which race you want to be, choosing a ship, and getting started in the game. What you see here on the screen is where you usually will begin. And I've been playing with it for some time, so let me just show you around a little bit around the screen. Of course, up here in the top left hand corner you got your exit the game tile. You can also got a tile here for viewing the game news of any updates and this type of thing. You then have game settings, and of course you can make some changes on the video, audio, and gameplay and all of that. Then you have up here, so you can send your feedback concerning the game, and then as you're playing you can also have it set up to where it'll give you hints about various tactics to use and that type of stuff if you want that. Over here on the right hand side you begin with your captain. Now you can choose different captains. I don't know if they have that feature available yet, but anyway, you can choose various captains eventually. Each captain has different strengths and weaknesses for your vessel that they will add to that. So that's a part of the game. Then you have quartermasters, and these again help add certain features to your game depending on which quartermasters you use. You can have, I guess, at least three. I only have one. I don't know again how you're going to be able to upgrade yet at this point in time to different quartermasters and then adding more than one to your particular ship. Down here then in this box in the bottom right hand corner you have your levels. I'm on level 5 right now, Roman numeral 5, and again the different features or different levels that you go through. On each level, again, there are additional levels for like cannons, utility here for your rudder and sails, cabins for your crew and this type of thing. So all of those add to the abilities of your ship. Now, the one thing I don't like about this game is that you can't choose what it is you want to improve your ship with your upgrades. These are all preset, so you just upgrade from 1 to 2 and it makes these improvements to your ship, and go way. I would like to see it where you have a little more flexibility on choosing what it is you want to do with your ship. If you want to add cannon power, firepower, you can do that. If you want to add speed, you could do that. But at this point in time, at least, this is how it's played. It's still fun. It's just that would be a difference that I would want to see in the game. Over here on the left-hand side, again, we have, there's your, with this center box, this is your various classes up here between the dwarves and the orcs and the humans. Then within each class you have different types of ships that are available. You can use your gold to buy some of the different ships. This is where you begin, I believe, with the humans, the Ashborn. That's what I've had. And so this is where I'm at this particular time. Down here in the bottom left hand corner, you'll notice then your firepower, and it just kind of breaks it down on where you are at with this particular ship at this time. Then your hull and armor, your crew strength, which comes into play in different aspects of the game. But there's and then down here your handling, which is your speed and the ability to turn your ship and all of this type of thing. So all of those things are there for you. Again, I don't know of any way to be able to go in and improve any specific thing on this game for your ship. So anyway, that's where it stands right now, but these are what you find here on your screen. Down here on the bottom, you got a training arena that you can go to, and then you have here a wiki that gives you all the different information about how to do various things with the game, so you can look at that and read about some of those type of things. It'll give you some knowledge into how to play. Solo versus bots, this is kind of a practice arena that you can go to. That's what we're going to go to here in a moment. And then here's one of the interesting features I haven't tried out yet, which is Party, where you can team up with friends online. I don't know if you can play against one another or whether they can just join you in a particular game that you're playing. But anyway, I'd like to try out that feature at some point in time. So again, the game is a player versus player game. It's a little bit like Fortnite or PUBG in that you have this arena, and of course here it's going to be on the ocean with these huge stone islands that you navigate around. You use your ships, of course, to battle against one another. And the island or the arena itself, like Fortnite and these other games, shrinks as time goes on. And so you've got to stay in the play area. If you get outside the play area on this particular game, what they have is sea monsters that will attack your ship and destroy it. And so they're pretty neat to see, but they will destroy your ship if you get outside the playing area of the map. And so you got to keep an eye on that while you're playing, but it certainly is an interesting aspect of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here just to give you a little taste of what the game is like. You can see up here at the top how much gold I've collected at this particular time. You'll just I'll do the solo versus bots, and so we'll just be playing a computer-generated game here with computer-generated ships that we will play against. And you know, one of the things that really draws me to this game is the scenery. I think the sea looks very realistic. I love the islands and such, how they've got those all set up, and just the beauty of the game to me is a big deal with this particular game, and one of the things that kind of drew me to it. All right, my cannons are all on the side of the ship, so I have to point the pitchfork towards that ship and then shoot. Again, you use the WAD to navigate forward, right and left. S slows down your ship. You can use S and D or A to slowly turn one way or the other. The map has kind of like rivers in it. You can see how the water's flowing here, and you can get into one of these little rivers, and that certainly speeds up the play of your game. Again, point your cannons towards the ship and fire, and that's how you do battle with other ships in the game. navigate the various islands that are around. Again, love the scenery. There are fog banks that you encounter where you cannot see on the other side, and so you can kind of hide your ship sometimes in those fog banks. But again, just a lot of unique terrain, a lot of unique beauty that you find in the game itself. And so this is certainly one of the things that I enjoy about playing this particular game. Again, have the ships out there. Oh, you want to try to avoid, of course, crashing your ship, as that damages your armor. But this is a little bit about what it's like to play the game in this, because a practice arena here. Oh yeah, one of the things I didn't mention is that not only can you shoot ships, but you can ram them. So let me ram this ship here if I can try to. Oh, I'm been grappled. He's trying to board my ship. And so his crew, my crew are battling right now. As far as I know, there's nothing that you can do to... oh, there's a ram. So we ram each other. Of course, creates damage to the opponent's ship, but of course it damages your own. And so here I'm getting pretty weak. All my armor's gone on the front and on the port side. But again, this is just want to give you a little feel of what the game is like, and it can get pretty intense when you get several ships fighting together at one point in the game. And so I just wanted to show you. You can see on my map there. Then the game is the arena is shrinking, and again, you don't want to get outside that arena, or you will get attacked by a sea monster. Just for the fun of it, I think I'll try to, if I can, if I don't get destroyed before I get out there, I'll take you outside the arena and maybe we'll see a sea monster. So let's try to navigate outside here. But you see how the water turns dark? You don't want to be in a dark area, of course. And so watch what happens. Oh, here comes some sea monsters. They're coming around me. Oh, here comes. Watch out. Oh, he got me. All right. So anyway, that's a little bit about Maelstrom. Just hope this video provides some helpful information for you about what the game is like. If it's a game that you think is worth having, purchase the game, and maybe we'll see you somewhere out on the high seas. This is Cajun with Cajun Gaming. Hope to see you out there sometime in the gaming world.